Hey everybody, this is Christopher Small from CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, and we do it really, really well. Today, I wanted to hop in here and talk to you about the sort of the right way to approach estate taxes and estate tax planning. And if you couldn't tell by the subject line, part of the key is to avoid the what ifs. And I got to tell you, before we get going, it's kind of this is a different kind of video. So if the lighting looks better, if I look prettier, it's because I'm actually being like double recorded right now, like breaking the third wall or something. And one of my friends is in here recording some video and like putting together like a special little thing for me. So you might actually see him roll around the back here in a minute. Just act like he's not there, okay? But this is sort of a continuation from yesterday. One of the things that I wanted to talk about with that client that I met with was estate tax issues. He owns a business and was concerned about dealing with estate taxes. As you know, in Washington State, there is an estate tax on everything that you own over $2.4 million. If you are married, you can make that $4.8 million if you do some relatively simple trust planning, but you've got to do it, or you're going to be on the hook for about $250,000 worth of estate taxes when the surviving spouse dies, okay? To make that long-winded. But and when they came in, they didn't really have anything set up, and you know, they were at about that $5 million mark, so they were just barely over that double estate tax threshold. And what they wanted to do was, oh, there he is. Hey. What they wanted to do, what he wanted to talk about was, well, you know, what happens if the company grows in value significantly? What if instead of 5 million, we're talking about 10 million, we're talking about 15 million? What do we do then? And this is a common problem in estate planning because, you know, we have to think about the future, and we have to think about a future full of unknowns. And when we start doing that, when we start going down that sort of that hypothetical road, all sorts of crazy things happen. You start talking about, well, what if this? What if that? What if this? And what that does is makes it super, super hard to plan for what you're actually doing. So what I told him my approach was, and what I would suggest that you consider doing as you think about your estate plan, whether you have estate taxes or not, is to plan for today. Plan for what's right in front of you. So for this client, take care of doing that relatively simple trust planning to double that estate tax exemption, knock that $250,000 estate tax bill off of the plate so that can go to his family, and then wait until the future and see what happens. So if the company grows, you can handle it. You can address it at that time because you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know where your assets are. You're not going to know what strategies are in effect at that time. And without having all of those things known, it's going to be extremely difficult to do the right thing, quite frankly. So what I told him was, you know, part of what we do at my firm is once you're done with your plan and you sign up, or once you sign all your paperwork, then every year we check back in. And what I say is, hey, look at your people. Who are your people? Look at your distributions. Look at everything. Has anything changed? Have you gotten divorced? Have you gotten married? Have you had a baby? Are you super rich, right? Has your company grown significantly? And if that is the case, then we'll sit down and talk and we'll sort of strategize and figure out what to do, if anything, to sort of address those new things that are in your life. And then every 3 years, we sit down for real and we can say, look, now, really, what is the business valued at? What is your estate tax exposure? What do you want to do to address it? And there are, you know, a multitude of different things that you can do, depending on what's important to you, depending on what your family situation is like, and depending on how important it is for you to avoid estate taxes. So that's it. Plan for today. Try to avoid the what ifs, and everything will go great. You can update it as you go along, relatively easily, relatively cheaply, and have the confidence that, you know, your family's going to be taken care of if something ever happens to you. All right. One thing I didn't mention, because I'm bad at this, is if you just want to know about the basics. I put together a little video. You can go to estateplanningvideo.com. It's about 23 minutes. It sort of runs through everything that you need to know about estate plans, and answers all the questions that I usually answer when people come into my office. So if you want to check that out, please go to estateplanningvideo.com. Otherwise, I'm Christopher Small with CMS Law Firm. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you know someone that needs to hear this, share it with them. If you have questions or comments, just leave them below. And I will be here again to talk to you tomorrow. See ya.